welcome to Coffee and Conversations. I'm your host, Christy White, and today we have with us Miss Amber Sitton. Amber, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, so our segment here really is dedicated to learning more about the people of Chelsea. I feel like we have a lot of people in our community that we really need to learn more about, and whenever I was invited to do this show, you kind of popped up on my radar as one of these really cool, interesting people. So, before we get into why I feel you're interesting, how long have you been in Chelsea?
My entire life.
Oh, okay. So you have seen it when it started from nothing. So how different is it now?
Oh, it's a lot different now. I mean, I can remember when there were no red lights and no...
Really?
You know, maybe one restaurant, and that was it.
So we've come a long way.
Yeah, it's a lot different now.
Okay, so I don't mean to put you on the spot, but which way do you prefer?
You know, I mean, I guess there's the nostalgic part of me that misses that really small town, rural feel to it. But then I also enjoy all my neighbors and all the conveniences that we have now. So
Okay.
Well, change things.
I've only been here about 2 years, so this is all I've known, and I'm kind of on the bandwagon of let's keep growing. But I hear differing views a lot. So, Amber, one of the reasons that I find you to be so fascinating is because of what you do for a career. So, tell the viewers what it is that you get to do every single day.
I host a true crime podcast.
A true crime podcast?
I do.
I am a true crime podcast junkie. I've listened to all of them, and I'll tell you the one that got me started was Serial.
Yes.
Did you listen to that?
Absolutely. I'm
okay.
a big fan.
So tell us about your podcast.
My podcast is a boots on the ground investigative podcast. So it's based on cases here in Alabama. And I partner with a private investigator out of down towards Montgomery, like the Watauga County area. And we do a lot of hands-on investigation into cases that are cold.
So you're actually helping the investigators, like crack open these cases that haven't been solved?
I think it would depend on the investigator that you talk to.
So you're either annoying the investigator or helping them, right?
Yeah, I think on the cases in Walker County, I'm probably not super appreciated. Because I think that the investigators play a large part in why the cases aren't solved there. But outside of that, I think the law enforcement would speak kindly of me.
So tell me this. So since you've started this podcast, have there been new breakthroughs? Have you been instrumental in kind of like forcing law enforcement to dig deeper into some of these?
The first case that I did was in Elmore County, and the law enforcement there they worked really hard on the case. They did a great job. It's a tough case.
Right.
They've done and are continuing to do everything that they can do. In Walker County, it's a little bit different situation there. I don't think you force them to work, period. So it's a difficult situation for us. It's a difficult situation for the families, and there's a lot of families there that are dealing with missing and murdered loved ones, more so probably than anywhere else in the state. Just about,
really,
especially for the population there.
What got you into this, Amber?
I've just always had an interest in true crime, and it was something I could do to help. And that's what we've done. On the case that we've mainly been working on in Walker County, it's a man and his dog were burned to death in their truck behind an old abandoned school in Empire, Alabama. And the case has not been worked whatsoever in the 5 years.
Wow.
It's been dead. And so I think that we did discover some new information on it, and working with the victim's mother, the Alabama Attorney General's office has taken over that case, and there is now an investigation going.
Wow.
And I see good things coming on that case.
Well, Amber, I think it's amazing that you saw a need, you stepped up, and you decided to help and fill that void. So I guess the real question becomes, when you're done with these cases, are you going to continue?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely continue. These the victims and their loved ones, they need a voice. The victims' loved ones are desperate for a voice on these cases that have been forgotten. Nobody knows, nobody remembers, and not that many people sometimes even seem to care, even though I think they do. You know,
they just
forgotten.
don't know what to do. I mean, I know for me, like with any type of, and don't get me wrong, I've never been in any situation like that, but it always becomes like, where do you start? You know, who do you call? What do you do? And so I think it's great that you're doing this. I think it's awesome that it's like we have our own little superstar here in Chelsea. So thank you again so much for being here. Give us what your favorite thing about Chelsea is now.
The people.
The people.
It's the people. I love Chelsea.
Did you mean this person?
Absolutely. Absolutely. One of my favorite people.
Guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time on Coffee and Conversations. Bye.